My name is John Wheeler, and I've been involved with NCCAA for quite a while. My roommate at Taylor was Don Callan, and he was in line to become the president of NCCAA. Then he asked me if I would come to one of their conventions and analyze the organization. At the end of that time, Don, I said, "You've only got one problem. It's money." I said, "I would suggest that you try to get a nice Christian Pro-Am going and get some good Christian golfers and see if you can't build a second constituency of Christian businessmen that can help support this organization." One board meeting at some motel in January, one of them looked at me and said, "John, we've been thinking about your idea. This is the good thing. We think you ought to do that." So I said, "Well, that's good. That gives me about 14 months to put it together." "Oh no, we were thinking about this spring."
I have this dream or vision of John and Jody Wheeler at the back of a car in their trunk with the whole box that is the NCCAA Pro-Am as it starts out. And John, even with all his passion and ability to succeed in endeavors, looks to his wife and says, "Jody, you think they'll come? Will people participate?" And then, as my favorite movie line has it from James Earl Jones in Field of Dreams, I hear Jody, "Oh yes, John, they will come. They will most surely come for reasons they don't even know yet, to be a part of an event they don't even completely understand, to be part of a legacy that is God's kingdom." To watch God take the game of golf, to drop for him into this mix in 1997, to bring a brand like Mizuno to the table around the same time we land at Hammock Beach Resort in 2008. Well, I'm sorry, but that's just a God-born legacy.
That's Mark Harris.
Yes, I am. And you're Andy Christman.
Last I checked, yeah.
And we're two for him.
It was just a match made in heaven right at the very beginning. I mean, we were actually looking as a band for a golf tournament to be a part of, because like all of our friends in Christian music had a part of being in celebrity golf tournaments. So
we wanted to. We wanted a tournament.
Yeah, we're like,
to be
hey, what about us?
And then we met Dan Wood. All the relationships that we've just gathered through the years, just there's something very rich about the relationships, and it's that thing that when you get back together every year at the Pro-Am, it's like almost a family reunion.
Yeah, that's the reason we keep coming back. I mean, this is the only For Him event we do every year, but really we come back because of the relationships and just how many friends we've made at this event. And it is like a big homecoming for us every year.
I'm Scott True, and I have been coming since 1996 to the event.
And I'm David Miller, and we actually come together because we're conjoined twins. You can't see that on camera. We go everywhere together. So this is an organization that is intentional about their prayer. They're intentional about chasing after the King. But it's the community piece on this particular weekend that has been the cornerstone that's brought us back. It's the first thing that goes on the calendar every year.
The reason that it has thrived is no doubt the venues are great, the professionals are great, the golf, we play golf at some wonderful places, but the people are what keeps it going, and we'll continue to keep it going.
Our partnership that started in 2008, which was 14 years ago, with the NCCAA, from a manufacturer of golf, our kind of why is that we're in the business of selling hope, creating joy. And from a manufacturer standpoint, we sit there and we go, okay, it's the joy and the hope of hitting that great drive, and it's the joy and the hope of hitting that crisp iron shot, and it's the hope of making that last putt your lowest round. And the NCCAA uses the athletics for the same thing. What they're doing, they're just selling hope through Jesus Christ, and by giving these kids an opportunity to spread the word is just amazing. And we are very, very appreciative to be part of this organization, and hopefully for years to come.
I'm Roger Skelly. I'm from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, and this is my wife, Donna. We've been coming to the Pro-Am over 20 years.
When we first started coming to the Pro-Am, we came because we believe in the mission of the NCCAA and their philosophy of ministering to student athletes. And I think our hope would be that we can help continue on the legacy of providing this outlet for student athletes.
So it's been quite an experience and had a great time with everything that we've done, and the Lord has really blessed the NCCAA, and it continues to grow, and we just feel blessed to be a part of it.
My name's Stephen Baker, and I'm Director of Group Sales here at Hammock Beach Resort. Here today with my wife, Margaret, and we had the pleasure of working with Dan and Kelly on the Pro-Am for close to 20 years. Their mindset of sharing Christ and living Christ hadn't changed since day one. And they impact the resort from a financial standpoint, but more importantly, they impact our employees. So we're thankful for the Pro-Am and happy 35th anniversary.
Our Pro-Am went from 2 people, John and Jody Wheeler, running it, to an entire committee, staff, and a host of volunteers working behind the scenes. We've watched the event grow from a weekend outing for men to a retreat for the entire family, from a golf tournament to an outreach event. We've seen it expand from a way to raise funds for the ministry of the NCCAA to a way to impact lives for Christ at the resort, at our member institutions, and all around the world through the gracious generosity of donors.
That's legacy. I'm thankful John's here to witness this. I'm sure Jody is smiling. And all of us, whether you've been here 35 years or this is your first, this is God's legacy. The NCCAA is just the beneficiary.